glittering death in their beady eye. The bull gators beller and the panthers squall. Now this is a place to be shunned by all. Old Tate left Sumatra long about dark. He had his two big dogs, a puppy named Spark, an old long Tom shotgun, a sharp Barlow knife. That panther would sure have the chase of his life. Well, along about moondown, the dog struck the scent. Through brambles and tie-tie, a running Tate went for hours and hours until it was dawn. Then Tate knew that he was a long ways from home. He blowed through his gun barrel, but the dogs did not hear. The panther had killed them, and now Tate felt fear. The sun was not shining, the mist it was thick. Oh, Lordy, Tate hollered, I'm lost up the creek. He leaned back to rest, but his eyes didn't see. The big rattler struck him above the bent knee. The lick was so hard that a sprawling he fell. This was the beginning of poor old Tate's hell. He opened his Barlow and grabbed him some moss. A cut he made one way, another across. He wrapped the leg tightly and bound it with string. Then sickness came on him. His body turned green. When Tate was discovered, these words he did tell. Tate boys have just been in hell. These few spoken words were the last that he said. His spirit had left him. Old Tate, he was dead. Now none can dispute this legend of yore, how Tate lived a full week, and then 5 days more, and somehow crawled out close to Carabel from that dark, ghostly swamp that we know as Tate's hell.
Thanks, John, and thanks for helping us out. Like I said, this is live folk music. We've had another substitution. I told you earlier that Ken Skeens couldn't be here to do Osceola's Last Words. Osceola's Last Words is a very difficult song to do. It's written in a way so that if you don't get the phrasing of it down exactly, you wind up with a whole bunch of extra syllables at the end of the song looking real silly. There's very few people who can do it, but we are lucky enough to have one of them here today with us. And I'm going to ask him to stay up on stage with me in a minute to help with My Soul is a Hawk, because he's the only person I know who sounds more like a hawk than a hawk does. But please welcome Dale Kreider for Osceola's Last Words.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll get a little bit more. In a dungeon deep at St. Augustine, Chief Osceola wept for his people and his golden land. His body had not slept. Then Wildcat said, "Oh, Chief, I beg you go and fight with me against our mortal foe." And Osceola, with his head held high, said, "Do this ere I die." Wildcat brother, through the grassy water, take the Seminole. 'cause there no white man will invade to leave you dying dead or cold. I cannot live among such evil men who mock this flag of truth, this flag of white, and honored not their given spoken word. My name shall be the light that burns in every warrior's soul. In dark and hidden reaches, they will never drive us from our land or suck our blood like leeches. My spirits walk with those of you who die, and those of you who always will remain, to fight and die upon this flowered land. May you live to fight again. No, I can't remain among such sorry men who mock that sign of truth, that flag of white, and honored not their given spoken word. My name shall be the light that Osceola light. Get it a little bit better. Over in the bathroom, I had it. I watched myself in the mirror. It was there. I had that little... That may be the best I can do.
That's good enough for me. My soul is a hawk. I am but returned from the place the Indians call land where the wind is born. Into the quiet and lonely spaces of the upper skies soar I, as thermal air currents send their song through my wing feathers, and I float in ever-widening circles, yellow eyes piercing in rapture the blues and golds, the orange and faint pinks of sunset. And I see in the far, far distance my haven, the majestic old dead tree on whose limbs I find my soul is a hawk. Please join us and hold back the waters. We'd like to have all the musicians who performed for us these last 2 days up on stage.
Little fella, you can slip right in there.
Number 2.
Well, 'twas in the late 20s come a great flood. It drowned it 4,000, their grave was the mud. Nothing could withstand that great tidal wave, and the ghost of the vanished still cry from the grave.
Lord, hold back the waters of Lake Okeechobee. The Lake Okeechobee's blue waters are cold. When the wild winds are blowing across Okeechobee, they're calling and speaking for other poor souls.
Lake Okeechobee, blue waters are cold.
Well, the Seminole left there in haste and speed. Their wise words of warning were given no heed. When the waters receded, great God, what a sight! Men, women, and children turned black as the night. Lord, hold back the waters, Lake Okeechobee, Lake Okeechobee, blue waters are cold. When the wild winds across Okeechobee, calling and seeking for other poor souls.
Lake Okeechobee, blue waters are cold.
Now Lake Okeechobee is calm and serene. The land all around it is fertile and green. But the people get fearful when the whirlwinds do blow. They look at the earth stand and they think of their home.
Lord, hold back the waters, Lake Okeechobee, Lake Okeechobee, blue waters are cold. When the wild winds are blowing across Okeechobee, they're calling and seeking for other poor souls.
Oh, Lake Okeechobee, blue waters are cold.
Lord, hold back the waters of Lake Okeechobee, Lake Okeechobee, blue waters are cold. When the wild winds are blowing across Okeechobee, they're calling and seeking for other poor souls. Lake Okeechobee, blue waters are cold.
See y'all next year.